guys. Brian McLauchlin from the BBC. Brian, you like to come up here?
Yeah.
You second?
On, skip up. Hey, by the way, he's now bunker Brian.
Stephen, would you like to come up here? So,
Certainly, Jim.
what we're going to have here, will you round of applause for Stephen? So we mentioned earlier on, guys, a wee Q&A session between Brian and Stephen. So here we go and enjoy. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, Jim.
Big round of applause for Jim Allison. Jim Allison, sorry, Jim Allison.
Quick, get him back.
He was trying to say hello, hello, hello. What was the song going, Jim? Anyway, no, I'm sure you don't. Listen, I work for the BBC, as many, some of you might not know, but this is the closest BBC's been to Rangers in the last 18 months or so. Hail, hail, Jim, all the best, man.
He's a jambo.
I know a jambo, right? Stephen, last time you and I were in here was just a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
It was.
I can't remember fuck all about it, to be honest with you. We were studying here right now, sleeping, and I think you were next to me trying to get a wee nip to blow. Anyway, Stephen, 3-time winner in the European Tour, been a pro now for goodness knows how many years. Ryder Cup player, of course, big round of applause, Ryder Cup player. Excuse my French, but how the fuck did I get closer to the hole at the end of the night today?
Oh, I had to bring that in there. Because he thinned it along the ground, that's it. No, it's great to be here again. Obviously, watching some of the shots that you've just seen on the telly, that's what makes me want to stick in. You know what I mean? Because obviously when you work for a living, you can't play golf. So I'll just keep doing what I do. But that was brilliant. Great to watch. Great to see the same faces back. And I'm indebted to Jim and Colin for the loyalty they've gave to me, and we've got a great sponsorship together. And I just love everything they do. And I thank them for everything. It's great to come to days like this, and I think this is a special day. It's more an experience for people. It's not just about the golf. It's not just about the dinner or the Segway or the birds or the whatever we'll call. And the Segways are now off. That's I'm afraid. There's the big man. They're brilliant too, but hard lines. But it's more an experience. And me and Brian's done a few Q&As over the years, and if anybody's wanting a question to ask, as long as you're not recording it and I'm going to get done on Twitter them on, I might answer it. But if you're, whatever you want to know, me and Brian do this a couple of times, so I'll leave it up to the pro here.
So where is he? Anyway.
Oh, they're away already.
Stephen, twice a winner in Dubai. We go to Dubai in February and it's magnificent. What is it like out there in Dubai when you walk through the airport and you see your face up in this big stand here and it's not got wanted underneath it? Because let's be fair, boys for Bathgate, that's what happens to them, isn't it?
Well, I just see people pointing at it. I've not seen ginger white guys before. With a bent nose and big ears. They must think the UFC's in town. But I don't know how. With my complexion, I've no idea how I play well. I love the course, love playing it there. It's a dry heat, it's not humid, so I'm terrible. I struggle with the humidity and that. But it's just one of these places that, I grew up playing in the wind. You can run it in, the greens are firm, it just suits my game. And although I'm now hitting the ball high, as you've seen today, but when I go over there, you just keep it along the ground and run it in, and I just love going back. Hence the reason I'm going back over New Year, do a bit of practice, getting ready for the tournament again in end of January. When all you drunken bums come out and try and put me off with the white legs and and stuff like that. Robert Hartley, yeah, who we were there to get today.
It's if anybody's not been actually to the Dubai Desert Club, it is a fantastic tournament. It's like no other golf tournament because at 5 o'clock when the players come off the course, there's a big sing-song, isn't there? The guy with the guitar and things like that. It's fantastic. Life in the European Tour, Stephen, it's not always like that, is it?
No, it is actually. No, we get pissed every night. No, unfortunately, you've got to we've got to schedule in a bevy session, unfortunately. That's what I was just saying, that I'm away for 8 weeks out of 9, and I don't normally have a drink the Thursday before the Thursday, so in the next 9 weeks I've got a 3-day window to get pissed. So I've got a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's it. But it's like everyone else. I'm not one of these guys that when you go to a tournament, you go and up the Sydney Harbour Bridge, or you go and look at the pyramids around like that. I think it kind of distracts it away from what I'm trying to do. So pretty much Netflix and the gym and physio and
another dodgy channel.
And they got not at all. There's women in here. Come on. No, but you're right. But yeah, it is what it is. It's as I said today, I'm terrible at fire protection and security systems and all that kind of stuff. So Jim's asked me to work for him right enough. He says I've got the criteria. I'm better than him at golf, so that's all he needs. But your airport hotel golf, and then it's. But as I say, when I play 8 weeks out of 9, I go to Denmark back the Sunday night, away the next Monday to Czech, back the Sunday night, away the Monday to Switzerland. Then I'm off, and then it's just there's 2 in Britain, but it's that's all I know how to do. You know, I felt a bit strange the other day when my son's. Results came through the post, you know, because I didn't know you got results or anything like that, because I left when I was in about second year or something. So I had to kind of act, you know, fatherly, and his mum's she's apoplectic, she's gone off her nut, saying we should have got tutors and all that, and I'm thinking, what happened, pal? Well, I passed them all, didn't he? Passed 4 of them, but on the tightest margin, and I'm having to say, well, you need to do better, you know, mate. And I'm thinking, I'm hoping he didn't ask me, how did you get on with your exam, Dad? So I thought a bit weird there, and you know, and from the get-go, I wanted to emulate my uncle and Eric Brown, Bathgate, Ryder Cup captains, Ryder Cup players, big pictures on the wall, like the pictures in here, and that was it. You know, I just wanted to play golf, so my only focus was that, and I'm pretty good at setting a target and focusing on one thing, and that's it for me. But you know, times have changed, and there was no computers, there was no Twitter, there was no phones, there was no nothing. It was either, you know, you used to forget to have your dinner. Back in the day, you were out for that long on the golf course and playing. So the environment's changed, but work ethic. Everybody here, you know, you're successful in your job, and there's one thing, you know, we're sitting talking about that earlier on at the table, that I might not be as good as someone, but I tell you what, I'll work as hard as them. So that's what I'm just trying to get through to my kid. And I go to the parents' evenings, and I just say to the teacher, how is he? You know, is he polite? Oh yeah, very polite. How's he gone with his friends and that? Very good. Okay, bye now. You know, I couldn't care about results or that, and that's life, isn't it? That's the life skills that I'm happy that I've done my parenting there. If he's not clever or whatever, it doesn't matter to me.
You're right, because he's my doubles partner as well.
That's where he's learned it.
You talk about goals, Stephen. You had one specific goal back, and whenever you started out, it was obviously to try and get in a Ryder Cup team, but to actually get into a Ryder Cup team, and the course was only 30 miles up the road and half an hour for the house, that must have been really special. That whole year in the build-up was quite phenomenal, wasn't it?
Well, obviously, that was the top of my sort of pyramid, was everything I could do to get there, and to finally get there, and the week it was, and by the way, the best carpet I've ever seen in Gleneagle was put down by the top man there. Big Jim's brother, Big Robert, he sorted out the team captain for us in our team room. It was blue with yellow. I knew it the minute I seen it. It was you that put it down. I was never going to be. And when you got there, you know, Paul McGinley, as you've seen, the team room we were in was I mean, we had a fish tank with blue and yellow fish. We had, for the European colours, we had a blue and yellow carpet, blue and yellow curtains, blue and yellow pictures of Seve in the wall, all just inspirational quotes of the boys going past, the Lazabal, Seve. Constantly on our feed was videos of past ones that had won. We had a blanket of the media, and just basically had a cracking week, you know. And for me, half an hour for the house was magic, and can you reach your goals? And it was tough 2015 because I put so much into it. And then 2015, you're like, well, what do I do now? So I've done everything I wanted to do in my sort of golfing career. And then it's just been, I obviously stressed my body that much, you get a few injuries, and now I'm just back to, I feel invigorated again, same like I was 2012, 13, ready to go. You know, you kind of went through a wee bad thing. It's hard to play with injuries, eh, Jim? Because you had a sore back the day you turned up and says, the back's killing me. You can't play these games. You can't play against the highly tuned athletes injured. So I feel back now and I'm ready to do business.
And we're not a million miles away from where you found out exactly what was going to happen. You were in the team, weren't you?
I was sitting there, aye. I was sitting at the same table.
Sitting here?
I was sitting at the same table, and McGinley had said to me when I played in Italy, I need to finish second to qualify automatic. I finished third. And McGinley sends his press boy over and said, Paul's wanting to meet you outside. And I thought, oh, you're beauty. That's it then. So I'm in the shower. Tell him I'll be 10 minutes. And I put it on and I go over and Paul says, that was a nice performance today. He says, well done. And I'm waiting on you're in the team, and he went, tomorrow's going to be a long day for you, if you're going to get picked or not, but I'll phone and let you know if you're in or if you're not in. I thought, oh Jesus, that's not the best. So the whole day, and of course it's I'm up against Ian Poulter, one of the best, Lee Westwood, one of the best, Luke Donald, one of the two former number ones, and probably our best ever Ryder Cup player, the postman. And then I'm in here and I said, I'm waiting on a phone call, and my daughter said, McGinley's phoning you. And I'm like, oh Jesus, wait now, I better answer the phone. I thought at first she was joking. I says, a good one. Then she says, no, your phone's ringing. So, and when Paul phoned, it's one of these words that I'll never forget. He says, how does it feel to be a Ryder Cup player? Which is not bad. I thought it was the wrong number. I says, you sure? And then obviously my next phone call was Sam Torrance on the phone saying, I hope you're getting pissed, as he does. But one of those things. But one of these things I want to emulate again. I want to do it in France. It's one of my favourite courses. I've probably got one good campaign in me. I'm trying as hard as I can to look at every aspect of the preparation, recovery, the whole lot. Working with Alan hard. I'm hitting the ball as good as I've ever hit it. So hopefully Paris 2018 I can get back in the team again. It's certainly one of the positions. It was the most intense week of my life, the best week of my life, the hardest week of my life. And you just want to do it again in a perverse way, once you've tasted it. And the carpet will not be anywhere as good as the one that I had anyway, I'll tell you that, Rob.
That whole week, I remember going up to Glen Eagles and everything was perfect, wasn't it? The tunnel, going through the tunnel was sensational. We got all the former captains, and then right at the end of it, including your Uncle Bernard, by the way. Stevie was there, wasn't he? And then you walked onto this amphitheatre. When you walked onto that first tee on that Friday morning with Poulter alongside you, how did you feel? I mean, I'm surprised you actually made the tee. I didn't shit myself.
Well, I mean, it's obviously you're nervous. Every time you tee up on the Thursday, you're nervous. When the nerves go, it's time to chuck it. But Elazabal came in, and there was a couple of boys came in, guest boys came in the night before to give us a speech. And Elazabal says, for the three rookies, it was me, Jamie Donaldson, Victor DeWeesson. He says, 3 rookies. Where are you? He says, good, Stephen, Victor, Jamie. He says, good luck tomorrow, guys. He says, but I never slipped a wink before I played. I couldn't tee the ball up the next day. He says, I don't know how I hit the ball the next day. And we're like, Jose, I thought this was inspirational, mate. That one. Just to let you know, enjoy your sleep tonight. And that was it. And we're like, is he joking here? So it was almost that, and then someone else comes in and sort of pick us up, and Fergie was in doing a speech, and Fergie says, it's all about doing your own thing, and you're favourites, that's a good thing. When I was at Man United, we were favourites, and bookies are never wrong, and this, and go out and do your own thing, and listen to Paul, and don't worry about anything else. And he says, and by the way, he's better win, because I've bet he's heavily. he had 100 grand on us. Really? Aye. He had 100 grand. He says, by the way, I think he's win that much, I've got 100 grand on you. We're like, Jesus Christ. Thanks, Fergie. But yeah, no, it's one of these things. It's in the past, but it's one. It'll live with me forever, and just want to go and do it again.
Questions from the floor? Right.
Dave, you said you want to do it again.
Pardon?
You said you want to do it again, and you want to do it again. When does that sort of wane?
Well,
You've had some troubles with your swing and your wrists and stuff. When do you just keep going and going and going?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm only 42. I was saying there's 3 guys in the last Ryder Cup older than me, so it's not there's not an age limit. You know, it's all about you've got to play well consistently for a year, basically. Come September, the process starts in September, finishes in August, and I think there's maybe 40 tournaments or something, and it's just a case of climbing up, getting into position, and then playing as well as you can for a year. You know, it's like setting a PB if you're a runner or whatever. And I'd love to give it. You know, I know how to do it. I've been there before. I know how hard I need to work and how I need to get scheduling right. And now with these big tournaments, there's maybe 4 tournaments, these Rolex series that are like triple any other tournament. So if you could peak for the 3 weeks, win one of them and finish top 5, it's almost harder to not get in it. So it's all about scheduling now, recovery, trying to peak at the right time. That's what I'm doing now. So, and that's the kind of process everybody's going through. It's a clean sheet. From the September the 1st, I'm joint first in the race for the Ryder Cup, and it's how you end up 365 days later. You want to be in the top 8. That's it.
Thank
You
were talking about pressure earlier on. Obviously, you've dealt with golf-wise more pressure than we deal with. Now I know I stood in the tee beside you and shit myself. Smashed one away, miles away.
We've seen that in the camera, I think.
He was still right in the bunker, but anyway.
How do you deal with pressure? What do you do to calm yourself down before the likes of the Ryder Cup? Your first shot on the tee, just been announced. How do you calm yourself down to play a shot?
It's just about your routine. It's all about your pre-shot routine. We're probably the guys on the telly have a routine that we do robustly, and if you do it robustly, nothing else can get in the way. You can't let negative thoughts, any outside agency get in. So all you're doing is we practice that so hard, even though you're shaking, even though your legs are shaking, your hands are shaking.
But do you hear the crowd? Do you hear all the stuff?
No. You recognise it and you know it, but the minute we get in, the minute we say to a caddy, what's what you see, and I'm seeing it there, look at the book, it's the driver. The wind's off the right, I want to hold it up into it. There's your target. Okay. Now the minute we stand behind the ball, you don't hear anything. You're still shaking though. But you've just got to trust that you've put the hours in, you've hit that many shots. It helped me maybe because it was a course I knew really well, familiar with it. So you stand up, you take your look at what you normally do, you've got the same, whatever you do in your head, how you go through the shot, you say I'm going to fade this onto the target, and then all you're thinking about is the target and you just give it a go, and that's it. You know, the drive I played against Mickelson, I probably hit it. Fergie's standing next to me, Alex Salmon's standing on the tee, there's every dignitary you've ever seen round the tee. And I hit my tee shot against Mickelson 377 yards, straight through the fairway into the semi-rough, which I've never hit 377 yards in my life. But it's one of those shots that I've just went through my routine, and obviously the adrenaline and all that just kicks in and you do it. But yeah, we're all still shaking. The guy, Jordan Spieth, was shitting himself in that shot off the range. I know that because I've been there, and he's always shaking. But it's how you manage it, because you can do one or the other thing. I've heard a top psychologist told us, I think it was Bob Littell or whoever it was, he says, Brian Adams took it, the big massive singer, sells at concerts in front of 200,000. And he's standing behind the curtain, and he's got 10 minutes to go, and the fans start shouting, Brian, 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 200,000 people. And he starts to get up, he knows he's just about to go, and he says, my stomach, the knots in my stomach start going overdrive, my legs start to get a bit weak, I start sweating, and he says that's when I know I'm ready to perform. Where other people can go, the knots in my stomach, my legs, I'm sweating, I've got stage fright, I'm out here. Where he's using it as a positive to know that's when he's ready to go. And it was the same with the Ryder Cup. I wasn't really that nervous, it was more excitement, more couldn't wait to get out there. And that's what it is, you know that whenever you play in the Open and stuff like that, and I think that's how we can play on the TV. We're used to playing with a camera behind us, we're used to playing in front of crowds, because we've got such a robust psychological routine, pre-shot routine that's down to the second, it's down to, like Alan could tell you how long I take over the ball, how many looks I have, how many practice swings I have, and you watch the telly tonight, they're all, apart from Kevin Na and guys like that, everybody's pretty robust, and that's the only thing that can save you.
Caddies. Rory's made a big decision in the last couple of weeks to get rid of JP. Is it the right one? And did he maybe hold on to JP just about too long?
I think the media's kind of been a big...
Blame the press.
I think they've tried to get JP out, saying that he would have won more majors and all that. And I'm not too sure. Rory's one of these guys that picks his own club anyway. Faldo was the same. Fanny never done anything. He just carried the bag and lined up a few putts. I think the hard thing with your caddy is what you need is you spend more time with them than you do with your wife. So you need to get on with them, which Rory and that did. And then you need to trust him under pressure, which he was pretty good. He only won, 3 majors, and we've only made about 80 million or something for him. But I think Rory's going through a stage now where he's kind of, Spieth's come up, Johnson's come up, Koepka's come up. He's had a wee, a dry spell for him is still brilliant. But I think golfers were brilliant. Maybe if we change caddy, I'll start winning again. And it depends. If Rory's next choice is he has to make the right choice that the caddies. He probably doesn't want one that's too forceful for him, or he doesn't want a yes man. And by the way, these guys don't make decisions lightly. He'll already know the caddy he's getting. He'll already know him. It'll probably poach him for another. It's like football. He's poaching him for another player, 100%. He knows. Put it this way: the guy that he's got now knows he's coming to work for him, and he's doing it for a reason. And and fair play to him. Rory's a brilliant lad, one of the best for the game, great ambassador, top wee guy.
Phil Mickelson got rid of his card. Well, didn't get rid of him.
That was an Indian era thing. I think that was 25 years. He's now doing the on-course commentary. He's brilliant. Bones, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He gave my son his money clip for the Ryder Cup when he was walking around with us after playing Mickelson. And Mickelson's one of the best guys in the world as well. Wouldn't say a bad word against him, apart from what he said to Tom Watson, right enough.
I was there.
If he didn't beat me, he can't say that. So he had another agenda playing me as well, which was hard enough. Even though I was 4 or 5 under, and he was 7 under, so it was tough to take. But just a great professional and a legend, really, Mickelson.
That was a bit the dynamics of that press conference. Was he was asked a question and he answered it, but then he didn't stop answering it. He just kept on going and going and going. And Tom Watson was sitting. He was part of it. Five seats along for him, and a couple of the players got asked for their thoughts. Bubba Watson said, "I'm saying nothing about it," and I can't remember who.
Ricky Fowler said, "I'm not saying anything." Ricky
Fowler said nothing. He just wanted to go to the bar, I think. But it was you could tell it was. Was something going on in that team. It just wasn't.
The hard thing with America is they're all individual. When we play in Europe, we're literally staying in a hotel. Everybody's in the same hotel. You're on the flights with them the next day. You're playing practice rounds. When we're in America, when I played out there for 3 years, everybody eats their cell. Everybody does their own thing. So they're never ever together. You stay in a hotel in America. You come outside the room and there's 25 room service trays along the corridor. Whereas you come to Europe, we're all downstairs having a game of pool or watching the football or just gelling. And I think that's why we've had the upper hand recently. And we just came up against them in the last tournament. They just outplayed us. But I'm sure we'll get it back soon.
When you look at, you mentioned that, when you're in the European tour, the Scottish boys, do they all stick together? They all sit down and have a beer, or maybe not a beer, a juice, or sit and watch the football? You and Mark Warren and Scott Jameson sit and watch old film games and things like that?
Well, Mark and Scott, I've not seen them for a while, just like Big Jim, They're rugby men now, they love the rugby, Glasgow Warrior fans now. Just like I used to be into my rugby about 10 years ago, But it's great crack. It's bizarre. All the football guys I know want to talk about golf, and all the golfers want to talk about football. It's so, it's such a strange thing. And every time we sit for lunch or dinner, it's always talking about who we're playing and who we're signing, and same when English boys come in, it's all about the Premiership, and that's all we're it's just the same as you boys going out for a beer at the pub, but apart from there's no drink. But it's all about football all the time. I'm quite lucky. I've been on the top with the treble and the Invincibles and all that, and not that I've rubbed it into them much, but I can see the tide turning. Jimbo, what do you think?
Goals. Turn the mic off.
Now, come on.
If you want a rugby golfer, you're a golfer, aren't you? If you want a golfer, what other sport would you be?
I'll tell you the best one I ever heard was Chris Wood got asked. Who was it got asked? If you weren't a golfer, what would you be? And he said a virgin. He wasn't the best looker, it was Peter Crouch. I thought that's brilliant. That's an awesome comeback. But no, I'd probably be. I haven't got a clue. That's what I mean. I'd only had one goal in my life, and that was to play golf. Stuff school, stuff like that. Probably been the police or something like that. You know what I mean? Something manual or lift bricks.
You said you like Netflix.
Yeah, I love it. I know, but no, I've just watched. I've seen them all. I'm watching. I just watched Shooter last night. That was the new one that was up to date. Sopranos has to be the best box set ever. Game of Thrones, I'm up to show with that. You name it, I've watched them all. Oh man. Power. I'm just about to get into them. I'm saving Power. Those two I'm saving. They're the two I'm saving because I've not started it. I'm keeping them. I'm away for 8 weeks out of 9. I've got to watch. I've got to hold myself back. I've been back watching Broadchurch and all that. Even I'm taking it easy. But that's all we do. I mean, it's funny. I was away with Celtic there over in Norway with the Rosenborg game. I know Scott Brown well. It's a Netflix thing. Don't worry. It's a Netflix thing. And when they're all, I know. When they're like, I had breakfast in the morning with them. And then they've got from 8 in the morning till they go for a walk at 5:30, and their day's theirs. And all we talked about for about an hour was all the box sets we were watching, what we had been watching, and that's what it is. I've got the old VPN on for the Sky Go, and that's it. You watch your football. Brilliant. That's good. That's good to know that's good. I like that. Power and Nostop. That's he's brilliant.
What's he like?
He's absolutely brilliant. Breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? He's not giving a toss. He's got a big belly and a big beard. And he's actually trying to get bigger because he gets more money for the Arby's. The fatter you get, the more money you get. So he's friggin' boo. And by the way, he's one of the best with the punters, best with the crowd, best with the kids. And that's what I think golf, golf gets a stuffy reputation. And then when you get somebody like Beef come along every now and then, he gets knocked down, and he's absolutely brilliant, absolutely amazing for the game.
I was at the Scottsdale, the par 3.
And he kept giving the beer and the head covers out.
Side, he goes down the other, and he's handing things out. None of the Americans do that. They totally adore him. The guy's a legend.
Because they all look like him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's handing out burgers, he's handing out beers. Actually, he was handing out Arby's. He's sponsored by Arby's, a burger joint. So they've got head covers with the fries thing on it with beef on it. Right? So he's chucking these head covers over. Then they chuck beer over. Then they chuck the burgers over. Because Arby's have been waiting on him on that tea, and they fire him all this shit in because it's a stadium hole. and he starts firing all sorts into the crowd, which is absolutely brilliant. I mean, it wasn't 4 years ago, Ian, my manager, they run the Challenge Tour in Scotland up in Aviemore, and Beef came over and played in it, and he finished, he won it, didn't he? And even a couple of years back down the line, Stoddy sent him a text, and he's replying to him, like, good luck, you know, in the Open or that, and he sent back, he says, just like playing in Aviemore, big man, you know, let's meet up for a burger sometime. You know what I mean? Absolutely brilliant. And guys like that you need guys like him. He's a character, and I wish him all the best, honestly. He's magic.
What was he doing in the bunker when the camera caught him?
He wasn't doing what I was telling you today. You know what I mean? I know, he's some boy.
Do you think that's what Rory's lost it? Like we all, like yourself here tonight, we all played with you, shook your hand, been there, had a beer with you, enjoy your company. Great guy. Do you think Rory has lost the plot a wee bit in that sense?
No, I think Rory's. I think the hard thing with Rory is he's just he's brilliant. He's been number one, and there's just other guys playing better. And I think he's just trying to get back to that number one slot. You know, mind Jason David on that outrageous run, and he knocked him off the perch, and now Spieth's doing it, and Johnson's doing it. So he's not the top dog anymore. So he's not. You know, and the stats don't lie. He's not.
He's still the same guy, though. You know?
Oh, he's honestly, I can put my hand on my heart, and I'll tell you right now, if he's sitting here now, he'd be the exact same. He's absolutely. When we were in the team room, never walks by you. Sit with him, have breakfast, lunch with him. He's one of the best there is. He's the most approachable guy. Like, we sign stuff from my foundation and whatever you want, you know. And he's actually he's one of the best there is for how high profile he is. You know, there's other guys I wouldn't even approach, where he's brilliant.
See, when out in the race today, obviously a lot of guys will be standing there going, "Oh, it's Stephen's game." Have you ever stood in the tee or played around with some of your peers and thought?
There's been a couple of guys that have really impressed me. You probably I played one of the best ever. Louis Oosthuizen was outrageous. He's even Alan will say, you know, I played with him one round and he never missed a shot, not one shot, and he's brilliant. Westwood's one of the best drivers I've played with. Rory, when he's on's brilliant. You know, there's no many young boys coming through. I'd say maybe boy Jordan Smith's a good player. Boy, one the other week, he's impressive. I played with him and I thought he's got something different. He's a quality player, you know. I've got high standards, so I'm not going to say about other people, but these are the only three I would say. Westwood's driving was amazing. When I played with him in the peak of his game, he just never missed a fairway. You know what I mean? And 310 right down the middle. And but Louis Oosthuizen's just for being effortless. You think he's just tapped it, and he just goes so far. You know, that's what it's all timing, isn't it? Golf, we all do it differently, as you see in the telly, but we all love it, and that's why we're here.
When Spieth hit that drive, 120 yards right, did you think, like, certainly I did, down there, I think, he's won it, he's done it, he's away.
The only thing that I felt weird about that was how long he took to hit it. He's right and he's what he's done. He's got an R&A guy standing right next to him. So whatever he says, Spieth can't be wrong here. Because he's just saying to the guy, you tell me where to drop it, I'll drop it. It's not, you know, people go, he dropped it wrong and that. He can't drop it wrong. There's a guy telling him where to drop it. So he drops it, even if he's dropped it wrong, the R&A boys told him to drop it, that's it. The most important bit that impressed me with Spieth from then on was he's up and down at that hole. If he misses that putt, Kuchar's 2 ahead with 5 to go. But what you've got to understand after that is Kuchar's got a 1-shot lead, 5 to go in the last round of the Open, shoots 2 under and gets beat with 2 shots. I don't think there's anybody that's ever happened to. And
Kuchar said at the end of it, sometimes you've just got to tip your hat.
Well, you'd know, you'd probably never see that again. No. For how offline he hit it, and he was playing shit the whole day. He was never in the game. He was 3-putting. He was everything, and then he hold that putt, and you heard him say, the bit I took out the whole thing was Jordan. He's a brilliant match player, and he said when he hold that putt at 15, when he was on the practice area, he says, right, I'm only 1 behind Kuch now. I need to get in front of him. I need to go one up. I need to go. So he started to play match play. And that's why he started holding all these putts, because he's all of a sudden he's not got a 4-shot lead or a 3-shot lead. You can't play match play when you've got a 4-shot lead. So the best thing that could happen to him was he went one down, because he said, right, I need to get back up. So he's went into match play mode, hit it to that at the next, hold a raker, Kuchar's gone by then. That's him. And he's not done a foot wrong. But he's not done a foot wrong. But you can be 2 under and get beaten match play, but you can't. You know, it's a weird dynamic. It just when I heard him say that, I knew straight away he's just moved into match play mode. Same as Monty when he got down the stretch, brilliant match player. Give him a lead, he was useless. But coming from behind or neck and neck, you're not going to beat him, because he was one of the best match players there was.
Is that a polite way to say you said, fuck it?
I think the thing was, he knew it was just between him and him. So as long as I beat the guy I'm playing with, he said. So it was just the same as Mickelson Stenson the year before. Stenson's a brilliant match player. His record in the Ryder Cup's unbelievable. And he said, I watched the rerun of it. I didn't realise how far they were ahead. And Mickelson and Stenson says, after the third hole, he says, I knew it was just head-to-head match play. So it was just whatever he was doing, I'm matching it, or I'm beating that, or I'm playing this way. And it's a different. If you've got a 4-shot lead, it's a nightmare, because all you can think about is, how do I work? How do I do it? Do I start early? Do I go ahead? Do I attack? Or there's so many variables. Where if it's 1-to-1 match play, all you need to do is beat the guy, and that's what it turned to.
Stevie, see when boys were saying, "Can you've got the Sky Go and you've got your box sets and everything else?" Do you actually sit? Obviously, apart from the majors, do you sit on a Sunday night and watch these other tournaments? Do you bother, or do you just try and switch off for it anyway?
Well, I'll watch it. I'll not watch it. No, no. I'll know. I like the majors. I'll watch the majors, but I'll not watch any other. Nothing. No. I write a column in the P&J on a Thursday, so I do a wee bit of homework on the Tuesday night for that, just to see who's won.
Go straight up.
I think about golf all the time, and I'm engrossed in it. I've never been a big watcher, to be honest. Just
hard though with Jack in the house, because he watches golf all the time.
Well, I have to go to the other room. He watches American golf all the time, but it does my nothing watching American golf. I can't watch it. It's just comment breaks, commentators are so slow. I just can't watch it. I turn it off. If it was in the back garden, I'd shut the curtains. But I love watching the Open, love watching the majors, Ryder Cup. I love all the big ones. Like, I'm gutted I can't watch the PGA when I get back in, because I don't think it's on in.
It's on the BBC.
Is it? Thanks, Brian. See, that's my plug. You like that, eh? Teed them up beautifully there.
Red buttons from 6 o'clock. BBC 11:15. Thursday to Sunday. Haley Barber's on it, by the way.
Oh, I'm watching it now then. I'm watching it now. She's much better than that. But. So there you go, boys. I hope you've had a good night.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Jimbo. Thanks, everybody. Now,
Top man, Stevie G.
now the important part. The prize giving.
Guys, a wee round of applause again for Brian
Just
Stevie.
skipper. I like you. I like that.
We're on to the prize giving tonight. Whether or not nobody won anything, I'm going to be there on the prizes, so thanks very much.
That's what normally happens.
Just think, man, we'd love to be here. This is his life. FPG is his life. So a wee round of applause for Colin. I really can't be here tonight. So I'm going to hand you, I know I usually do the prize giving, and everybody goes, go on and shut up and beat it.
Is the segue okay?
I think the segue mate I lost the panel. But I'll get there. So anyway, see the prize giving.
You should sit down and meal sort it.
I've been told tonight, right, I want to do the prize giving, but I've been told to shut it and go on that. So without further ado, on to Kenny Boy and Brian to the prize.
Right, Jimbo.
Brilliant.
Scupo.
First prize is individual prize winner, and it goes to Gordon Caffrey. To you, Gordon. That's a redraw.
Aye.
Is it a toilet, is it?
Don't give it in the toilet.
Right.
Do last.
We'll do that
Second
one.
prize, we should have done it in reverse order anyway. Second prize of the individual, James Kelly. Well done, James.
Well done, James. Well done, Shivers boys. Top man.
Is this James here? Gordon, sorry. Gordon, congratulations, Gordon. You're the individual prize winner today. 19 points, I think it was.
Oh, that's good, by the way. Well done, pal. I don't know. And you were even out the room.
It was a 4-man count back. You go to that side, Stevie.
Sorry, Brian.
Right, next up is the team prize. And it went to Team 3, which was Chris Simmons, James Kelly, David McVitie and Scott McKernan.
Proper whiskey.
Well done, guys.
Proper whiskey, innit?
Please
the balls as well.
Well done, guys. Like Christmas.
Thank you. There you go.
He's coming up here. There's all 4 on the table.
Real whiskey as well. How does this work, given the opposition stuff?
And the runner-up in the team prize was
You picked a good team, I tell you.
5. That was Joe McInnes, Greg Blake, Terry Inglefield and Ken Strachan.
There you go, Ken. There you go, pal. Alright, sign them all. Alright, big man. There you go, pal. Thank you. Next year we'll get you a better player, eh? You want to take those? Yeah. Alright, he's got them there.
Right, next prize, the longest drive.
Oh.
Oh.
This is the big one.
Oh.
This is the best prize.
It was close, but the winner, after a remeasure, Tony McLauchlin.
Hey! Got it right. Muscles.
Boom, Tony.
No, had a putting lesson yet. Oh well. Well done, pal. Brilliant.
Well done, congratulations.
Top man, there you go. Hits it that close, he doesn't need a putt.
I want to read this one. I can't read this boy's name.
And the winner of nearest the pin at the 9th is Brian McLauchlin.
Hey!
Hey! There you go, Brian. Well done, pal. And he did hit it better than me, actually. Here you go, Brian. Where are you going now? Another page, man. Oh, come on.
Right then. We've got. Right, okay. Will we do this one in reverse order?
We'll do seconds first.
Alright. Is it?
Yeah, you missed it.
Alright,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Right, sorry. There is one.
This is the best prize.
Best effort at golf. The best effort. I've never done a best effort prize
None of
before.
that. You must be a good customer.
Must have an extra prize here, right? Anyway, goes to Craig Belcher. Craig, well done.
Aye.
Now I know why he's got the best effort. No, it was the shorts with the knee pad. And
That's
then
it.
just making it on the ditch here. Well done.
Well done, Craig.
It's a new knee pad for you. It's in the box actually.
It's on a different knee than
Right.
Shooting now, mate, that's it.
Shooting. Right, we'll take the runner up first. Here. Right. Second in the individual shooting Paul Whittaker.
Oh,
Hey, Paul, well done.
well done, Paul.
But you were only runner-up. The winner was Bob Stanley.
Oh, Bob. Dead-eye Bob.
Well done.
Well done, Bob.
Yes.
Top man.
Thank you.
There is also, believe it or not, best effort at shooting. So we really have overloaded with the prizes this year. Anyway, I don't know what you do to do best shoot. Did you fire the gun at all? The winner of the best effort was Keith Marshall.
Oh, Keith. Come on. Well done, Keith. You're beautiful.
All I can say is that you ain't going to win it. Do it the other way.
Exactly.
Well done. Bribe Ronnie Barbary.
The wife doesn't know you never won it, the best effort.
Right.
Just one here, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
See that red one?
Okay. Right, the next prize is, where are we? First in the team shooting.
Donald McFarlane.
It went to team 10. Donald McFarlane, David Armstrong, Robert Burns and Stuart Simmers. Where are you guys? Well done. What was done?
Well done, big man. There you go. You take them all for your team. Oh, you're a dancer. Eh? If you go home, perfect. I'll be back with you, big man.
I think we've just about run out of prizes here tonight, so...
What about the best steak?
Best steak? Who had the best steak tonight? Well done. Gentlemen, in all seriousness, it's great to be invited here tonight. I know me and Stevie, we come here a few times a year and we do a couple of these things, but it's great. Jim's been a pal of mine for a number of years. We're really sad to hear about Colin, and I'll give him a wee buzz in the morning. Hopefully everything is okay with him. But it's been an absolute pleasure for me today to be alongside this man. I've got the second best job in the world. He's got the best job in the world without any question of doubt. It's a pleasure to be here. I've worked with and spoke to hundreds, maybe thousands of sportsmen over the last 15, 20 years. This man's up there with them all, I'm telling you. Put your hands together again for Stevie G.
Thanks, Brian. Good stuff. Thanks, Skip.
Guys, thank you very much. Do you mind standing up here every second? No, I don't want to get my...
Sorry, Jimbo.
We do a apprentice here. I was going to, Brian, there was a wee...
Whenever Jim gets involved, eh?
So,
whenever he gets involved, we tried so hard to keep him at it.
The Champany, the roof, what's the roof? Is it something to do with a mill or something? Stephen, go with me here, because...
I think so, aye.
Weekend's dying here in the background, right? I'm not going to be a wee dollar, right?
Just sing a song.
Anybody who doesn't know Ken is one of the loveliest guys in all of you. Ken Strachan. Anybody know Ken Strachan? Yeah! Alright.
What's happened? Have you done it again, Ken?
Anyway, how's the weather today?
Give the wrong prizes out again.
Here's coffee. Is that static or what?
Just leave it. The break.
So, I've just a million times until that wee ball bag Ken Strachan gets up here.
Come on, Kenneth.
So, sorry, Ken. Right. So, Brian was great tonight in the question and answer session. Would you agree?
Yeah. Right.
Just a wee put together appreciation tonight. I'd like you to stay with us. Thank you very much. Right, thank you very much. Sorry, we domestic here.
No, that one first. Right. Second.
Isn't he, Mark? Aye.
So, Ken getting the wee names round the limelight a wee bit. So, obviously you've seen the wee masterclass with Stephen today. Was it good?
Yes.
No, that's push. Was it good?
It's fucking murder, isn't he?
However, there's a wee guy, Alan McLauchlin. Where is he?
There he's there.
Alan is a fantastic coach, and Alan would like to present you a wee gift here. Alan, the name might be, you might not have your name in the bottle, but it is yours, okay? Right? It's Ken that sorted it out, right?
Didn't he work with him,
Thanks
Alan?
very much.
Didn't he work with him?
Another wee quick gift. There's a gentleman who's master of ceremonies. That's a tough word to say, me a pish, by the way. Ceremonies.
Definitely is a master.
He's a master, he's a lovely looking guy, he's got the smartest looking toes in the world.
Jeez,
Ronnie,
watch him.
thanks very much for, honestly, thank you very much. Appreciate it for Ronnie. Ronnie, let's come.
Show us your toes.
Thank you very much.
His teeth are lovely as well, by the way.
Thank you, John.
And last but not least, the big guy standing next to me, as an ambassador for FPG, we stand for a wee bit of personal service. I know that doesn't sound right. Personal service. Especially Dale's concerned. Dale's a wee bit of person. Too personal sometimes. The big man association with FPG over the years has been an honour. I'd just like to present with this. Thank you very much, Stephen.
Thanks, big man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, pal. Cheers, big man. Thank you.
Listen, guys, thanks for attending today and safe journey home. Alright, thank you very much.
Cheers, pal. Enjoy that. All your efforts. Ah, don't be that.